Indeed. Thank you very much, Doctor, because continuing in the line that you're on, the Vivos of this world, the Spotifys of this world, the Apple Music of this world, the streaming, and Nigerians, as you spoke about entertainment. There are some Nigerians have dual citizenship. Some star Nigerians have both American and Nigerian citizenship. I imagine it might be easier for them because of some of the things that you've spoken about. So they could actually register because they have a domiciliary in the United States or in the UK, that kind of a thing. But it's pointing to, look at, this is the fast track and legitimate fast track to previously unimagined and unknown wealth among the youth. It's exclusive to them. In fact, the elders can't even look in. It's just by definition. It is what it is. The elders don't have what they have, you know, and it's all honest, even though there have been challenges in that whole area of Nigerian credit cards having been declined because of trust issues, but I think it's getting better now. But let me not dwell too much on this subject, Dr. Filix, alone, because even here there are a lot of youths that are looking at the reality of the times. They are professionals, they are qualified as lawyers, as a graduate in this and at that, but have decided to become entrepreneurs. There are people who are doing their own things, their own businesses, and are now using the internet as much as they can to have a much wider audience. So here you are, you're in Nigeria. It might be food that's your specialization, and you have customers from across, you know, your region of interest, not just Nigeria. And so all of that's a sort of a new economy that you very well know about, and the whole digital economy knows about. But I don't think Nigeria has been too friendly in the area of cryptocurrency, fintech, generally speaking. Nigeria, I don't know, do you think we're sort of dragging our feet a bit in that regard because of security issues or trust issues or transparency issues?
You see, every nation have issues. Wherever you go, the civilized nation, America, United Kingdom, name it, they all have issues. We cannot just focus on the issues and not do the right thing. Right now, I'm focusing this on two angles. Number one, the federal government, the states, they need to generate income also through the taxes. The system does not even encourage that. The system does not permit that to happen. For example, some of these content creators are not even registered. So we have Nigerian youth who are making a lot of money. Taxes are not being paid. There is no track record of all of this. Why? Because they are not registered. I think this is where probably we can look into encouraging the Nigerian youth, those who are into entrepreneur, those who are in the tech world, to be able to go into registration. If need be, give it 30% off. To say all Nigerian youth who want to get into business, whether you are online, whether you're offline, to be able to register their business. Number one, that will also assist in getting loan, because most Nigerian youths can't even access loan to do business because there's no track record. The business is not registered. They don't even have business account to show to the bank that we've been doing business, we can be able to give you loan. So banks cannot even give loan to Nigeria youth. So we are still doing it in the local way, not doing it right. And that has really incapacitated the Nigerian youth. So I think what we need to do now as a government is to encourage Nigerian youth, the young men and women who want to go into entrepreneurship, letting them know we can give you so percent off. Come and register your business. Take the next step, register it. Whether you are online, register it, and be able to have the means to generate income. Now, in terms of for example, the Facebook issue that I talked about, there may be reasons why Nigeria has not been among the nation, you know, the biggest, by every way around. We are supposed to be number one. If Morocco, who is just 37 million people, can generate ads, and Egypt, South Africa, who is 59 million, and we are over 220 million, I think we should be able to generate income. But I think there are disadvantages. That's where we sit down now to look at how to cover these loopholes that is preventing the Nigerian youth from exploring their potential. But there's so much we can be doing instead of just sitting down, waiting for palliative from the federal government, waiting to get federal government jobs or state jobs. The Nigerian youth need to start looking into entrepreneurship, and we need to encourage them. We need to open their eyes. And that's why conversations like this are very important. We need to let them know, go and register your business. As a youth, maybe from 45 down, you get also percent discount, and making it easy for them to register and be able to explore other alternatives. Look at the president is doing very well, making sure like a student loan, giving to students. We talk about grants given to businessmen and women, but the average Nigerian youth cannot access this because they are not properly documented, they are not properly registered. So we need to, give attention like this, talk to them. There are so much opportunity out there. For every problem, there's a solution. And for every solution you create, that's how you generate income. As bad as COVID-19 was, people became multi-billionaires. It was a problem. The company who created vaccine became billionaires. Ordinary masks, even hand sanitizers. Companies who were making hand sanitizers became very rich. Why? To every problem, you create a solution, you generate income. So we have so much issues right now in Nigeria, which means there are so much opportunity for the average Nigerian youth there to begin to make it.
Nicolas, it's so excellent. But we have to admit we're talking about one end of the scale here, talking about the issue of youths. Starting from people like your very good self, you ran in 2023, as a presidential aspirant, as a youth, and only the other day, this week, we were talking about the situation in one of the states, where Kano, for instance, where we have over 1 million youths, 1 million kids out of school, just roaming the streets. And that was not just unique to Kano. It really could be the situation in quite a number of our states. So it seems like we have to prepare the youths, those kind of youths, to not be locked out via a lack of education, just not knowing anything at all, not even being aware. They don't even have rudimentary education. And as you said, it's a scary number. It's a beautiful number. It's a powerful number, over 220 million. But it also could be a scary number if you have such, such a force that just doesn't know what it needs to know. Talking about education now. They're not educated. If they're not educated, I wonder the extent to which they are really quality youth that have great potential.
It's a scary number if we don't know what to do with it. The strength of Japan, China, and India is their numbers. If nations like this with over 1 billion persons can take advantage of their number, which is the human resource that God has blessed us with, it's not a curse. But if we don't know what to do with it, it becomes something very, very dangerous. You see, most times I notice that Nigerians always focus on the president. Everything is all about the president, the president. I think it's time for us now to be holding our state governors accountable. That is very crucial because you look at some of these schools, the president is not responsible for all. That's why we have state governors. That's why we have senators. That's why we have House of Rep members. These are the hands, part of the government that ensure that the schools in our local government, the schools, we have local government chairmen, we have the councillors, So when schools are not doing well, I saw one recently, even in my own state, Edo State, where students, they were not even seats, no matter how bad it was, they were literally on the floor. Even the floor was so bad, I was saying to myself, how did a state governor or even a local government chairman sit and allow this to happen? So we need to be holding them accountable so that they can get things done. Every state governor gets allocation from the federal government. And recently, we even heard, because of the fuel subsidy removal, their state allocation has gone up. So the question now is, what have the state governors done with this allocation that come to them monthly? So it is scary if we don't know what to do with it. But I can tell you the human resource is something that we can tap into and generate a lot of income for the average Nigerian. I'm saying the youth, because these are the strength of every nation. And by large, we have more than, our fathers, many of them who have retired. So when I use the word youth, it doesn't mean others cannot get involved. But, this has been the area where I advocate, my constituents that I advocate for. So that's why I always repeat the word youth, because we have the energy, we have the strength. A place like this in America, I remember some of us do 2-3 jobs. We don't just rely on one job because we have the strength, we want to work. So the average Nigerian youth need to be given the opportunity, and we need to start holding our senators, our state governors, our councillors, our House of Rep members, and even our local government chairmen responsible, holding them accountable, calling them to order for doing the right thing.